Okay guys, I am back and we are mostly dry, so I'm going to go ahead and keep on keeping on. So we are just going to work on the cover. And I found these cute little stamps at Tuesday morning the other day. It is Beautifully Brisk. And then I'm going to use some archival ink here. I'm just going to do some stamping on it. And for right now, I'm just going to do the corners. I don't think I got that up as far as I wanted to on the corner, but that'll be all right, because it's just going to be background. I am not the world's greatest stamper either. I'm sure you guys can give me some pointers and tips about stamping, because I don't know, like I said, not great shakes at it. Okay, I'm going to leave the spine for a second because I think I'll use the smaller pieces in this stamp kit. But back to the last video we watched, see how I was saying don't worry about it being all kind of weird and runny, because when it soaks down in there, it kind of just gives it a nice little appearance there. Sorry if I get kind of quiet during this, because I am really trying to focus on it, because like I said, I'm not great at stamping. So okay. Let that dry for a second. And then we'll flip it over and do the big stamp on the other side. And then we'll do the spines. I don't know. I think I'm just going to do the tops. What I think is going to be the top. We'll just decide now that it's the top. Because I usually put two pockets, one on the inside, like at the front and the back. I think it's all right. I've also, some people have, or when I've watched other people, they say you should put something soft underneath it, or like a squish board or something. I've seen some people using like a mouse pad, and I don't have one of those anymore, so you know, there's that. Okay, I'm going to stamp this off really quick. And then I think I'm going to do this little guy in the on the spine, just at the top. And the signature will probably cover most of this up. I would like it uniform as much as possible. We're just adding layers and layers and layers. Okay. Stamp that off and call that good for that one. Okay, now, Lori sent me this in, it was one of the new journals was wrapped in that. So we're going to use some of this and some napkins and some of this. And we're just going to kind of have fun with it. And I'm going to kind of use a little bit of the technique that Amy uses, like with book pages, to kind of make some stuff. So I'm just going to put a little bit here, and maybe, so what she kind of does is sets that on there. And then she, oh, I'm gonna have to let that dry, I think. Doesn't quite work the same way with paper as it does, or maybe it's completely wrong. We'll see. Give it a second, see if it'll dry, and then, oh, it's still pulling up. Kind of like this. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that was what I was looking for or not. She did it on one of her other journals that she just finished a little while ago, and I just thought it was the coolest little technique. So maybe we'll just let it, oh, maybe she didn't use this. Maybe she used Mod Podge. That would make more sense. All right. Talk amongst yourself for a second, and I'll go get the Mod Podge. Or did she use tacky glue? Oh gosh, I don't even remember now. And if you'll remember back, my Mod Podge is just about out, and since I don't keep it on my desk, I forget that I have it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to use right away. Alright, maybe we're not going to use Mod Podge. Alright, maybe we'll just use a little bit of tacky glue. We'll try this. Well, that is definitely not what she did. And I think she had hers on a brush. And I don't have anything to kind of pour mine into, so we're just going to kind of fake it till we make it. Do that. Rub it in there. Take this corner. We'll just see what we get, okay? Maybe they might have to dry a little bit. All right, so let's just put them all over where we think we might want some. And then by the time it's dry, we can just come back to it. All right. Oh, still not dry yet. Okay. So I'm going to grab a cup here. And we're just going to keep messing with the tacky glue for a minute. Oh, it's getting really thick. I've probably had this jar for ever. Oh man, this brush is falling apart. Okay, let's... Oh, you know what else I wanted to do? I wanted to do a little bit of Denise's music paper too. Or since we're already doing pink, let's see if I've got any handy music paper here. Kind of throw a little bit of golds back into it. All right, here's some. Gold. That's not what I meant. Nope, I probably shouldn't have done that yet. Okay, so that kind of worked better. So just kind of getting the pieces that you've glued down, and it let's see if this one's ready. Probably not. Because this is the one that had the, okay, that'll work. That'll work. We'll let that one continue to dry. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna like that or not. I don't know. Let's just keep with it and we'll just see what we get. I don't know, this might be one of those things I kind of just do off camera too, and just because it seems like it's going to take a lot of time to dry. But I guess the technique is really just to put a little bit of your design in, right? Oh, that's kind of pretty. And the camera's probably not going to pick it up much, but basically it's just leaving a little bit of the paper in there. I bet you the trick is you got to let it dry a little more before you start pulling up. Okay guys, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to do a few more, let it dry real good, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, that did not go as planned. So apparently I need to go back and re-watch her video because I have tore the heck out of my book. But that's okay. We're just going to move on and we're going to go with techniques I actually know how to do. Alright, so what I'm thinking, because we are, you know, maybe we ought to... No, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so I'm just going to go, and we're going to just see what we get, because, yeah. Yeah, that little trick didn't work with what I was doing, so I'm going to have to go back and watch Amy's video on how she did that. So basically, all I'm going to do now is just take this, glue it up, and then we'll just see what else we need for this, because at the end of the day what I'm going for is layers, not necessarily anything else. Yeah, so as long as we have some layers kind of poking through, I'm all right with that. I'm not going to worry a ton about like edges because I am going to be doing that antique Mod Podge over the top of all this. So I just really wanted to get stuck down. And like I said, as long as I can see some of the layers, all will be well. And I think that I'm going to end up needing to pull out some other napkin stuff. And I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to do that, but I have had some newbie questions via Etsy and Messenger. So I'm going to go ahead and find my other half a napkin. Okay. So how you do it, did I already do this at Christmas? I may have. Anyways, I'm just going to not tear it apparently. The best way to go about doing a napkin, in my opinion, there's loads of ways, but I take my little pen that I got with my little cutters, or my rulers, and I just start kind of pulling apart. I just get it wet in the areas I want to remove. Some people tear it. I don't think that there's really a wrong or a right way to do it. Of course, you can always cut them out. You can fussy cut them. I've only done that once, and I said never again. That takes way too long, in my opinion. Hats off to people who do it. So, and then I just hold and then kind of pull where I want it to go. And yes, you're going to lose some of your edging, but that's kind of what helps blend it down into it. Ooh, look at that already. Do you see that? Now that it's like kind of drying in there, it's getting all those fun little things. You can come back here. It's fine. Bowman. Can you do me a favor? Your dad texted. Can you come see what he wants?
Well, he just asked me if you are recording.
Oh, did he? Okay. Are they done?
He just wants to know if he needs to get anything while he's out.
No, I think we're good. Yeah, alright, so yep, that's all I do is kind of tear around here. And these napkins are just Tuesday morning napkins, right? I think that's where I got them. Yep. No, not Michael's. Tuesday morning. Did I say Tuesday morning? Because I meant Tuesday morning. It's what I meant, probably not what I said. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do this one really quick while we're here, because I think I'm going to end up needing at least parts and pieces of it. And we might even need a whole nother napkin for the inside cover, but we'll worry about that later. Because I'll need to obviously Mod Podge that and let it dry, and then we'll come back and do the inside. And sometimes you can just tear a little bit more and it tears off really well. Other times not so much. And sometimes if it's really tight in there, then I'll just use my little dauber to kind of pull out the napkin. Dumb cats. I shouldn't say that. That sounds mean, but seriously, he is a nut. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is take out some of this design of one, because I'd like to fill in something here. So I'm just going to kind of take it down the middle here. Okay. I think we'll lay that one in there. And then I think this one, yeah, maybe like that. And then we'll take and do kind of the same thing over on this one. Kind of just fill in right here. Okay. All right, let's just see what we get here. Like I said, I just want to tack it down a little bit. Okay, we'll give that a second. Tack this little one down, huh? Okay, let me go grab the antique Mod Podge. It'll take me 2 seconds. All right. Oh wait, you're not supposed to shake Mod Podge, are you? I think it's just like you're always used to shaking paint, and I think that's what I end up doing. I just shake the Mod Podge instead. I don't know. And this is that stuff that stinks to high heaven. And it looks like I'm gonna have to take this lid off, like leave it off. And get me some wax paper. You know, even though this stuff stinks, it's becoming one of my fast favorites too. Because I love, 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 love the way it looks on the project. There's not much I don't like about it. I am kind of worried that it might end up looking too busy, but I'm hoping not. I hope not, because I sure do like it so far. Except for when you do that stuff like that, Dee. Oh, and guess who should have gotten her painting mat out and didn't? And then I was trying to remember, I think the last video was like 17 minutes, the one I'm splicing together. So I think as soon as I get this coat on, I think we're going to call it good for this video. And then the next one, because I'm recording these back to back, and the next one I will start working on the box so that when we get to the inside and we're making ephemera, we don't have a bunch of like all of my stuff is like put away. Make sense? Hope it does. But like I don't want I want to be able to put it all away when we're done and then move on to the next part of the project. Because I'm trying really, 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 really hard to have a clean room. Like keep it clean so I just spent all those hours. And then maybe by the time that's all said and done, by the time we're working on the box, maybe then the front here will be dry, and then we can do the inside and maybe get a ton accomplished today. Okay. All right, guys, I am going to call that a video. And like I said, I will be back in just a little while on the next video, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.